Good evening. Hope you've all had a good day. It's 10 to 10 on Tuesday night. I'm just getting ready to wind down and go to bed, so I've got to talk quite quietly because the wee one is sleeping. But I just had a wee thought whilst I was in the shower, so I'm not sure if any of you watching this have seen, but a certain celebrity who calls himself the Body Coach has put up some information and put out a documentary about protein bars being bad for you. Now, what he says, or from what, I mean, I'm not giving it the time of day because it's just bloody stupid, but from what I've saw and heard him say from reels and stuff, is that protein bars are bad because they are processed foods. They cause cancers, they cause diarrheas, they cause Alzheimer, etc, etc. And so I got quite annoyed by that, so I asked ChatGPT to tell me if there's any scientific research papers out there proving this. And wouldn't you believe it, there isn't. Aye, so basically he's just trying to sell you a load of nonsense and confuse you. So what is true is protein bars are a processed food. They have to go through a process to get made. So they need to remove the whey protein from the milk to get the whey powder to then put into a mixture for making your protein bars. Now, yeah, there are some ingredients in the protein bars, and some protein bars, not all of them, that may have been not causation but correlation, I guess, to people getting cancers and stuff. But that doesn't mean that having a protein bar is going to cause you to get cancer. The Alzheimer's thing, I've no idea where you got that from. Obviously, diarrhea. Yes, too much protein is going to cause you to get diarrhea. We all know that. If you eat far too much meat, you get meat sweats and you get the dodgy tummy. If you have protein shakes and your stomach isn't used to it, then you get a dodgy tummy. You get gassy, you get bloated. That can happen. But that doesn't mean they're bad for you. In reality, we need protein. Like, it is a necessity. And yeah, the best sources of protein are animal, so getting it from your from cows, so like beef, chicken, fish, lamb, like animal protein, milk. They're like the best sources. And then you've got your artificial sources, which again come, protein bars and protein shakes, they come from milk, so technically it's still an animal protein, or some of them. You can get pea proteins and stuff now in powders and that, but the majority are made from whey protein, which comes from milk. And yeah, like I say, that's a necessity and a good source of protein. I understand trying to put out a message about processed foods and ultra processed foods. It's mostly ultra processed foods that we need to really be keeping down to a minimum. So ultra processed foods like your colourful sweeties, your crisps with additives in them, and colourings, your like certain chocolates, things like that. And that is because they get additives put into them, so they get things like more fat put into them, they get just other chemicals put in which our body does not like, causes inflammation in the gut, can cause issues elsewhere. So that's why ultra processed foods are bad for you. Processed foods like oats are a processed food, pasta is a processed food, bread is a processed food. It doesn't mean that they're bad for you. Okay, and yeah, that was just my thoughts on that. Also have a little workout from today that I'm going to put after this little talk. It was a great workout actually. I was having a full body, upper body focused session, followed by a 5k run with my best pal Buddy, my dog, and yeah, it was great, good, brilliant wee session, got a good wee sweat on, and I feel that I progressed quite a bit. So I done, what did I do? 1,000 metres on the rower, broken up into 250 metres. Every 250 metres I done 5 kettlebell windmills on each side, and then followed that by sled push pull. I worked my way from 80 kilos up to 150 kilos on the push pull, and I superset that with incline chest press for dumbbell incline chest press for 5 reps. I then went on to 3 sets of weighted pull-ups with a 20 kilo kettlebell in my backpack. Then finished off with cable pullovers. So stand in, pulling the cable down and then back up, just working the lats a bit more, and some single arm tricep skull crushers. I forgot to film the skull crushers, but I did do them on the cables. And yeah, like I said, went a run with Buddy around the hometown. Yeah, great wee session. Yeah, if you give it a watch, if you like it, or are interested in getting training like that, get in touch. Just give me a wee message in the comments, or you can DM at KevGregFitness on Facebook or Instagram, and yeah, I'll be happy to discuss how to go ahead with it.